All right, all right, all right. What's up, Cowboy Headquarters, America's team and Cowboy Nation? Here we are back again.
What's up, Cowboy?
So here we are. We're back in full effect. And
Some of
again,
us.
yeah, and then there was two.
Some of us.
Yeah, man, some of us are here. So, but things happen, man. I tell you what, man. And here we are with our main man, Dallas Cowboy Chris. What's good with you, brother? What's good with you?
What's happening, G? What's happening,
Uh,
man? I see you living the life as a superstar, all on ESPN. I thought you was in the helicopter with Stephen A. I thought, like, man, is that Gary in the background? Is he the cameraman? What is he? I said, man, this dude here is everywhere.
Hey, man, I had to make up for not being able to go out there to Oxnard, man. Like I said, when I saw gas price was $7 a gallon, I said, you know what? I'll just wait till they get here to Frisco. You know what I mean? Just made more sense, man.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was great, man. It was great. So what's going on with you, man? You excited? We just had our last preseason game, and now
Man,
we
I am so excited, man. I told myself I wasn't going to watch the preseason game yesterday. That's what I told myself. I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to do it because none of the starters are playing. Half the backups aren't going to play. I'm not going to watch it. But when you bleed so much blue, you can't help it.
yeah.
So I sat there, man, and I watched it. And I said, man, okay. I was like, at least it was entertaining. Normally that last preseason game is the most boring
Boring,
game
yeah.
of the
That's
three.
yeah, exactly.
But it kept my attention. It kept my attention.
Yeah. And before we get started, let's what we gotta do. We gotta do our usual, man. We gotta thank our subscribers. We gotta thank the followers. We gotta thank all those that are part of this Cowboy Huddle, man. Because without you guys, this is not possible. So we say thank you. And that's real talk, man. I'm not just saying that, but man, I'm telling you, this channel is starting to grow and it's growing at a slow pace, but then now here we are. It's starting to take off. So, I want to thank everybody that was out there in Frisco that I had a chance to interview. Man, appreciate y'all. I know you guys have subscribed since then, and thank y'all, man, for taking out time for me and just chiming in on what you thought about our Cowboys. So here we are. We have just finished our last preseason game. And now it's time to get ready for the regular season, man. So, which coach would have played kid from me? He got hurt.
He
He sure
did. He
did. He
got
got
hurt in the
hurt.
fourth quarter.
Yep, he got hurt. I don't know how bad it was, but he did get hurt, man. But
Yeah, they had him
yeah,
playing guard. He got hurt in the
yeah,
fourth quarter, almost at the end of the game. Matter of fact, when he got hurt.
man. Well, well, here's the question right off the bat, Chris. So, how do we feel moving forward after seeing what we've seen so far?
I am super, super concerned about the tackle position. Remember, we were super, super concerned about the kicker position.
Yeah,
I don't give a damn if I go out there and kick. I'm concerned about that tackle because remember, Gary, we talked about it, man, at the end of the season, how in the playoffs, how Dak was running for his life. Okay. We were talking after the season, remember how we were saying how his tires are always flat. The damn
yeah,
tire blew off the rim.
yeah. It blew
Okay.
off. It blew
It
off.
literally blew off the rim, man. And and I'm a big offensive lineman, man. I admire Tyron. I love this guy. When he is healthy, man, he is one of the best in the NFL.
Yeah,
Okay.
for sure.
And I hate to call for anybody retirement, but bro, he can't stay healthy no more. Gary, he can't. It don't matter what happens, man. He has the worst luck. You know how Sean Lee was just stayed hurt? When he
Yeah,
was on the field, he was
yeah,
exciting. He
for
made
sure.
plays, but he just kept staying hurt. And that's what caused Sean's retirement. And
Yep.
I think Tyron is going through the same thing now. And now remember, in the off season, and everybody was like, "Why we ain't go get no receiver? We got all this money." Remember, I kept saying, "Be patient, hold off." They holding on to that $20 million for a reason. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
because it's
Mm-hmm.
gonna be something that happened that we're gonna need that $20 million. Okay,
Yeah.
so dude, I'm just so concerned, Gary, because I don't need our franchise quarterback getting killed from the blind side. Because
Yeah.
the way, I don't know if you was watching as much as I was, how Ball performed in the game, and it was frustrating
Yeah. It's
to me.
frustrating. It is frustrating. And again, it's like, and I used the analogy yesterday of used cars. And again, when that engine light comes on, either you do something about it or you continue to drive it until it breaks. But I'm gonna tell you, one experience I had, I was a teenager, my engine light kept coming on, and I was going to go pick up a date. And I didn't want to be, I wanted to be cool, so I don't want to see my engine light come on. So guess what I did? I went and got some electrical tape and put over where the light was flashing. Isn't that crazy? But I totally ignored the problem.
Hmm.
And sure enough, not long after, I had to replace the whole engine because I ignored it. And here we are with Tyron Smith. We knew that the engine light's been coming on for the
Yeah,
past 3 years.
yeah, it's a great analogy. I mean, but it's the truth.
It's the
I mean,
truth.
it's the truth, Gary. I mean, that's the perfect analogy, because we talked about this. Remember, we talked about this in February. We talked about it in March.
Yeah,
We talking about it in April before the draft. You know, and it's frustrating, man, to see him go down because we all love him.
yeah,
The dude has
yeah,
never given the Cowboy organization no problems. He's been playing with the Cowboys since he was 20. It seemed like he's been
yeah,
playing. Seemed like he's 50 years old, right?
yeah,
But the cat, what is 32, maybe
yeah.
33 years old? He's not an
Nowhere.
old man,
Yeah,
but his football body is old. You know,
yeah.
it's a difference, man. And now the Cowboys are entertaining a 44-year-old man who retired. Okay, you would have to trade for him, and you would have to give
Oh,
up money, and you can't do that. Okay, so Cowboy fans who want him, you might well forget that. That's number one. Then they were talking about Fisher, Eric Fisher, a former number one pick. Okay, but my whole thing, how is a former number one pick at a tackle position not on nobody's roster? Okay,
true.
that's telling me something. Okay, it ain't money. Okay, because left tackles are hard to find in the NFL. Okay, left
Yeah.
tackles are like the quarterback position. All right, that's why they
Facts.
make so much money. This guy's a former number one pick, Gary. He ain't
Yeah.
a number in the first round. He was a number one pick. Fisher was a number one
Yeah.
pick. Okay, so
Yeah.
that's why I was like, okay, I know we desperate, but I'd rather have a veteran who's been in the league for years. Okay, that's consistent. I don't want somebody who's inconsistent because I need my franchise quarterback to stay upright for all 17 games.
Yeah, for sure. And I totally agree with you. So, with that question being said, answering that question rather. So, here's the money question.
Let's give it to me, G.
How do you feel about Tyler Smith sliding over at
Man,
this moment right now?
me and my buddy made a dumb decision this morning. We got up and went to the Dunbar High School game at 10 o'clock this morning, and all week is it's been nice and cloudy. We get out there, it's not a cloud in the sky, and it went from 80 degrees to 92 just like that. And I was just like, okay. But the reason I'm getting to this, my buddy, Ronnie, his son, that's the one I told you who played with Smith Taylor,
All right.
Tyler
Yeah.
Taylor. And that's the first thing he brought up. He said, "Man, you think they're gonna move him to tackle?" And I was like, you know what? Why not? And the reason why I say because his last 4 years, that's all he played was
Yeah.
tackle, and he played that tackle. He played left tackle. Of course, Cowboy fans are like, oh, we can't put a rookie out there. You put Tyron out there when he was a rookie. What's the difference? Okay. Now, what Kellen Moore, your favorite person on the Cowboys, have to do, you have to. I know because our number one tight end can't block for damn. You would have to
Oh,
put Ferguson on the field a lot You know what I'm saying?
Just to
To
make
help
blocks.
out. To help out on that side. But if
Yeah.
I was the Cowboys, especially since Tyler and what's the kid McGovern are
Yeah.
sharing time at guard anyway.
What was that
Once you just
about?
I don't know. I don't know
What did the
what
crap or what is Phil? I mean,
I,
why is
I don't
you
know.
got your number one, your first round pick
Yep.
rotating, and then you rotate him, and then you don't give him no snaps at the tackle position?
No. Um I this is what I would do. If they can't get that veteran tackle, okay, because ball is definitely not the answer. Okay.
No.
I scoot the rookie out there, uh put why his name keeps slipping my mind. McGovern. McGovern.
McGovern. Mm-hmm.
McGovern at guard. Play a lot of 11 personnel, two tight ends,
Yeah, you're gonna have
and
to.
just go there. I mean, because think about it, our receiver right now is CD. Okay, so I run a lot of 11. I would. No track hog. Looney is retired, bro. I know everybody love him. I love Looney too. I loved him. Hey, he was
Yeah,
my man. I love Looney. He kept
yeah.
the room light, man.
Oh
And
my gosh, he was he,
I
he was
loved
an
it.
oversized Zeke Elliott.
Yes, yes, yes. And you know what? Since Zeke grew his hair, they look just alike, don't they?
They look
But
just alike.
yeah, but man, we know in training camp, man, right before the season, it's gonna be some injuries, and that's the one that I wasn't expecting until like week 5 or week 6. I
Yeah,
mean,
yeah.
we knew Tyron was gonna miss some games this season, but I didn't think that the man Ham is gonna blow off his bone,
Oh my
and
gosh.
I'm just like, he was literally just running, bro, just
But that's
running.
okay. That's what happened when you're riding on Maypops.
Gary, you too hard on him, Gary.
You can't
You
go
too
on
hard.
Berry Street and get you a $25 tire. Think you're gonna ride 3,000 miles
Gary,
without a
Gary,
blow.
Gary, don't be too hard on him, man.
I
Don't be
know. I'm
too hard on him.
sorry.
He
I'm
he
sorry,
he
man. Oh, I'm
he's
sorry.
he's
It
been
is,
he's been a excellent player for the
he
Cowboys.
has.
You
It's
know,
just I'm mad.
it's
I'm mad at
frustrating.
Jerry. I'm mad at
Well,
Jerry
yeah,
now.
yeah, me too. I'm mad at the front office too. Yeah,
And that's the thing about it. They knew the problem. Larry Glassby says, "How about them tight ends? Don't the shows better? Of course, he bets to
he
watch it.
better.
He's going to be on probably on this one turn. He might be
Yeah,
on his one turn because Jake looked damn good, and Hendershot wasn't too bad himself.
man, Hendershot did some Jason Witten
He
reaction.
did. He did.
I was like, who is that? I was like, I rewinded Gary like 3 times. Right? I'm like, okay, he got some heart. Then when he scored this touchdown, I was like, okay, I like you, bro. You was determined to get in the end zone. It was like nobody was gonna stop him.
Yeah.
And I always love that about players, man. They had that determination.
Oh yeah. Well, it's Pierce to get off the pot right about now. That's last game. Brandon, your boy B2 Real says Taron Armstrong left tackle. Who? No. Who? No, he must be talking. Well, I think I know what he's trying to say. What if, Chris? Now watch this. Oh my
Okay.
gosh. What if we still had Leo Collins?
Well, Leo
I
is
mean,
hurt now too. He hurt too.
yeah, but
He's hurt too.
yeah, and he is, but I don't know what happened there. But I guess I'm just saying in the scenario, if Leo Collins, so if in a perfect world, you can slide still right back to that left tackle,
Hmm.
and you still have Leo Collins if the injury wouldn't have took place or whatever. But
Well,
um,
and another rumor I've been hearing, right? Who
what's that?
who they was talking about moving out there? Our all world guard.
No, Zach Martin is not going.
Dude, they've been talking about it just
No,
just because, he
that's a
played that
bad
at
thing.
Notre Dame, you
Dude, how
know,
long has he been out of Notre Dame?
it's 6 years. But no, Terran Armstrong, man, he's a free agent, man. They from the Saints and the Dolphins. He's an offensive tackle. But I knew who B2 Real was talking about. Yeah, he's a tackle. He's a free agent.
Is he worth it?
I think so. The reason I said I think so is because man, he is a consistent player. I mean, he played in a passing offense, okay,
Mm-hmm.
with the
Mm-hmm.
Saints. So I mean, his pass blocking skills are real good. Okay, um, like I said, we gonna run 11 personnel all day anyway. It's gonna be a tight end on that side. So
Yeah, they're gonna have to.
I would rather have, I like Armstrong, man. He is available, but we'll see because we got 2 weeks. I want a player in here as sooner than later, okay?
Yeah,
Because
which he should
you know,
already been on the roster, really.
yeah,
But
Tampa Bay is coming up real fast,
they
okay?
need.
So
Yeah,
we need to get busy. I mean, really. I mean, because what 53 is Monday or
yeah.
Tuesday?
Tuesday,
Tuesday is 53. So
27 guys got to go. 27. We're gonna talk about that a little later too.
but you know what, Gary? I think they may be waiting till Tuesday or Wednesday just to see.
Yeah, yeah.
So,
And the waiver
yeah,
wire, yeah. And that's a possibility. But again, yeah, it's gonna be a lot of stuff going on. But Larry Glassby also said he said kind of mad the starters didn't play. How do you
I'm
feel
not.
about that?
I'm not. I'm not. I'm not. Okay. Don't worry because Patrick Mahomes played. Don't worry because excuse me, Josh
Drew
Allen
Lock,
played.
Drew
Drew
Lock
Lock
played.
then played. Don't worry about that. Dak didn't play a snap last year in preseason. The man come out and throw for 400 yards in the first game. Think about it like this: college football don't have a preseason.
No,
They get out there and play.
yeah,
Okay, when
and they're
it's game,
younger.
yeah, when it's game time, man, it's game time. Man,
Yeah,
Emmitt Smith for 8 years didn't play one down. But think about it, Gary. Did he ever play preseason?
no,
Michael Irvin may have played the first game. Troy
yeah,
Aikman may have
one
played the first
series.
2 games. Dude, I don't care about preseason, man. I,
Yeah.
I could care less. I liked the year when the pandemic when we didn't have preseason game. We got there and played. I was like, thank you.
Yeah. Well, and I say this here. Only thing about is for me, I use that time to evaluate who can hurt us and who can help us. And, looking at those that, well, just like, let's say, let's look at Malik Davis. Malik Davis is pushing for that third position at their running back, along with Rico Dowdle. So, and I look at those type of things, just like we talking about this left tackle, center, and things like that. So it's not that it's you want to win, but at the same time, it's more about I'm trying to see who will fit. I mean, look at Deron Bland.
Mhm.
Deron Bland is probably gonna be
He's,
he
he gonna
probably
get on
done
the field. He
yeah,
gonna
he
get on
gonna
the
get on the
field.
field
Yeah, he gonna
along
get
with
on the field.
Marquise Bell. Marquise Bell is probably another one. So that's the only reason I like watching preseason, just to see who's out there balling like they are. But here's what Trackhouse said. Trackhouse said give Whitworth $2 million for 1 year.
You can't, and let me tell you why you can't. Because people forget Whitworth is still under contract. He
Yep.
retired. You would have to trade for him. You trade for him. You giving him assets for 1 year. Okay,
Yeah.
you can't do that, man. Because the Rams, they know you hurt, and they gonna want at least a fourth or third round for
Yeah.
1 year. No, we can't do that. We can't.
And it's not a want anymore. Now it's a need that
Yes,
we have a
yes.
need now. So they can do whatever they want to do right about now.
Mhm.
So yeah,
And
so
Whitworth kind of let the cat out the bag in the interview. Said he had talked to him. That's tampering because even though he's retired, he's still under contract with a team. You know,
yeah,
so the Cowboys better be careful. you
yeah,
know,
exactly.
to get
Especially when he's still
draft
under
picks taken.
contract too.
Yeah, yeah.
You're right. You're right.
People think because they retired, they think, hey, they ain't got no affiliation with that team, but the team still
Right.
have rights until that contract is over. So,
Yeah. Yeah. Trackhawk said, "Will Zeke and Paula be a threat without a tackle?"
yes,
You run to the other side.
no, I mean both are exciting players, man. They running backs. They gonna
Yeah.
find a hole. They gonna
Yeah.
find. I mean,
Yeah.
run blocking ain't the problem.
It's the
Run blocking
pass.
is not the problem.
Yeah, it's the
It's
pass
the
block.
pass blocking. Yeah. And
And
that's another reason. That's another thing people keep forgetting. One of the best pass blocking running backs in the league is Ezekiel Elliott. I mean, he
he,
saved Dak a bunch of
yeah.
times. So y'all gotta raise up off the Ewok.
Yeah. Oh, that's cold blooded, bro. Did you just say that?
That
Oh,
dude,
snap. He called him
that dude,
Ewok.
the
God,
dude,
no.
the Ewok is
Okay,
killing me
so
with
here,
that
let's
hurt.
take another one from Track Hawk. Track Hawk say, I believe in our line. Yeah. Yeah, 1,000 rush. Okay, okay, write it down. I claim,
Hey,
and I
I
think
hope
it's
so.
possible. I think
I
it.
hope
I
so.
to 1,000 rushers. I think it's possible, man. But it again, it starts on. And one thing I did see last night, I didn't get a chance to see the beginning of it, man. I got home kind of late, but this this play calling that boy wonder for whatever I don't know why when it's short yardage, it just irks the crap out of me when I see him in short yardage and he's in shotgun. What the crap is that?
See,
You
I
it is
used to
it's 3rd and 3.
I used to have the same problem, Gary. I used to because I'm that old school line up, man. Let's punch in the mouth, right? Now everything is by deception. But I believe in power football. Baltimore do it. They get in a shotgun, but they still gonna come right at you, right?
Yeah,
Okay. Well, the Cowboys aren't gonna do that. When they get in shotgun, you never know what they're gonna do, man. Um,
you don't.
I, it's so confusing because you got some strong people, man. You know that can run the ball, man. All three of our running backs, well, really all four of our running backs are good, powerful runners. You know, I wish they quit with the trickery and just line up and play football. You know,
Yeah.
because
Yeah.
that's basically what that is, man.
Yeah.
Because
And
I know, I know, I know. Kellen Moore drives you crazy. I know he does.
I mean it's just
You got
it
17 weeks, man. You got a woosah.
yeah, you do, but I mean again, I say this, man. The fate of Mike McCarthy lies in the hands of Boy Wonder. Either he's going to make Mike or he's going to break him, unless Mike steps in and say, "Hey, because I'm not really concerned about." And let me say this, and I talked about this on the last man when I was at Frisco at the training camp. It was a Wednesday practice, and the offense was struggling. And to make a long story short, there was two individuals that was concerned at the end of the day. Dak Prescott and Boy Wonder, Kellen Moore was in the middle of the field, and Dak wasn't happy. I don't know if he was talking about, his shoes was too tight or he need to change his shoulder pads, but whatever the conversation was, it wasn't that Dak was happy. It was more as if he was concerned about the play calling or something to that nature. But he continued to ask questions to Kellen Moore, and Kellen Moore kept, doing this. I'm just going by body language. But at the same time, there was another individual that wasn't too happy, and there was he showed concern. C.D. Lamb.
Hmm.
There was several balls that was overthrown. There were several balls thrown behind. He probably caught two passes, but again, a lot of balls didn't go to CD. So CD
Hmm.
went to the sideline. He's talking to somebody, and maybe he's talking about his girlfriend keep text messaging. Maybe he's talking about he needs some better wristband. But from looking at what was going on, they wasn't happy.
Well, I don't think the wristbands was a problem. I think he was more more upset with what was going on the field. But then that's something that just because you say it, that it makes me happy about CD because he know a lot of pressure is going to be on him and Dak this year to perform,
Yeah,
and he want to get it right. Dak want
yeah,
to get it right. I made this statement several times. Each year Dak improves. Okay, so only way he can keep improving is your boy Wonder letting him. Okay, you got to protect Dak, man. If you protect Dak, man, he can do good things. I've already
right.
said in other shows, man, that I believe Dak is going to win the MVP this year. That's how much confidence I have in Dak Prescott. Okay,
Yeah,
I really do. I love, man. It took me a long time to come around on Dak and forget my man over my left shoulder up on the wall. It took me a
hmm
while, okay,
hmm
because I was a huge Romo fan. I'm not gonna lie, it took me a minute, but now I'm here, okay, and I see the change from the time that kid that was at Mississippi State who ran the ball every play, from the time when he got here, when they was giving him that title, Dinkin' Dak, used to drive me crazy. From
Right.
until now, he's a 4,000 yard passer, 30 touchdown guy. Okay, so his improvement, man, is telling me, okay, it's to Gary. There's nobody else's team right now but his. This is Dak's team. Only other person you can say it may be their team. You can say Micah, but Micah still needs one more year, and then it'll be Micah's team because the way people in the national media, people around here, they've already ordained him the MVP on defense. They already said, "Oh man, he's gonna win MVP again." Okay, so if our defense is going to be performing at the top, if our offense is just 75% of what they were last year, we still gonna win 12 games.
Facts.
We still gonna do it. So
Facts.
we just need Kellen Moore. He ain't Bull Wonder because Bull Wonder actually, he looked good in his tights. Bull Wonder looked good in his tights.
Oh my gosh. Well, that's what they think he is. They think he's Boy Wonder for whatever reason. I totally agree with you.
I was really hoping he took that Boise job. I was really hoping. And the reason I wanted, man, because I want Mike McCarthy to call the plays. I really do. I want him. I want him to. He can't because who owns the team? You know that. It's the truth. So, that's why he can't. I mean, he won't, just like he did that with Wade Phillips. He had Jason Garrett as the offensive coordinator before he even hired Wade. It was already a succession,
Yeah.
So it is.
And that leads to another question, man, because while I was out in Frisco watching First Take.
Yeah, you co-hosted. Yeah, I remember.
I was just so baffled. And you guys that's watching this video, watching this live, I want you guys to engage in this. Why, and I ask this again, why do we listen to the owner tell us about Cowboy players? Now, this is information that we're not even getting from coaches. The coaches are not giving us anything. This is coming from an owner. Why do we put so much effort and time to listen to Jerry Jones? Because right now, Jerry Jones said, "Oh, we're fine. We're not looking for a tackle." But I'm sure Stephen Jones begs to differ. Why are we putting so much time into listening to Jerry Jones talk about the Dallas Cowboy players? Somebody tell me.
Gary, that's easy. Jerry Jones, from day one, made himself the face of the Cowboys. Okay, by naming himself GM also. So when you have player personnel questions, you ask one or two people, head coach or the general manager. Since he is the face of the Cowboys, he signed more autographs than players do. Okay, you know that. So, hey man, that's the problem right there. Okay?
That's the problem.
But on paper, he the GM, but we all know who the real GM is. And it's not Steven. It's Will McClay. Will McClay is the true GM of the Dallas Cowboys. Okay? Because if it wasn't, you think Jerry has been to Dumb Be Nowhere State University to scout anybody? No. So he gets a report. Will McClay say, "Hey man, these are my best college players. These are my best free agents. This is who I think we get." Then Jerry go on TV and he basically say, "Yeah, I've scouted everybody, and I think we're gonna go with this one right here." Come on, man. You know Will McClay is the man. Will McClay is the man.
And we know that. And here's the deal, though. Some of the things that he mentions, you would think it would come from a head coach or offensive coordinator or a defensive coordinator. This guy makes accusation and statements about players as if he's on that field. And we believe it. we sit there and we listen to it. It's like, well, and I caught myself like, why isn't Mike McCarthy here? Why isn't, these are the type of questions that you ask your head coach, but leads to the question, is Mike McCarthy here? Handcuffed?
I don't think he's handcuffed. I think our owner just can't shut up because, but the media run to him. I mean, think about it. Think about it, Gary. After the games, who the first person to do an interview? It's
Yeah.
Gary. Second
Oh my
person is Mike
God.
McCarthy. Excuse me. Third person is Dak Prescott. You had it. They call it that little media game bang in the hall right after the game.
Yeah.
Okay, they
Yeah.
talked to Jerry first, but
Yeah.
Jerry created that, man. He created that.
Yeah. For sure. For
Don't
sure.
know if the GMs have a press conference after the game. No
It,
other
it,
owners have a press conference after the
it does
game.
not happen. But we're so gullible to. I done got to the. I don't even listen to Jerry Jones when he talks about the Cowboys. I don't listen because no, I'm not listening to you, Jerry Jones,
I,
because this, you
I
know,
mean, not listening and he has some truths what he say, but then sometimes he throw his people under the bus because he hadn't talked to his head coach before he did the interview. You know,
well, that's the reason Jimmy Johnson is no longer here.
well, yeah, that's true too.
That's the
Yeah,
whole reason. And you know what? I saw a video not long ago, and I got this question from Trackhouse. Trackhouse got a question here, but I saw a video when and the question was asked to Jimmy. He said, if you guys were healthy and you guys was running on all cylinders, and if you didn't make the playoffs, would that bother you? You know what he said?
what did he say?
He said, no, because we will be in the playoffs.
Mm-hmm.
That's the tone that Jimmy carried. Jimmy, and again, here we are with these coaches that does not have a voice. They do not have a voice unless they check in to with the boss. It's just the way it seems that they can't make the decision unless they go to Uncle Jerry.
Sometimes you got to check in with the right people, man. Hey, when Michael Irvin used to get in trouble, who he went to? Who did he go
Well,
to?
yeah, yeah. Now that's the one that's paying them for sure.
He
Yeah,
went. He went to him. Hell,
yeah,
Jerry and Dez still like this.
yeah, for sure, for sure.
So you know, man, with Jerry, man, I just live to accept it. It
Oh,
is what it is. We just got a unique franchise with a unique owner. Hey, and I used to explain it like this, man. If the Cowboys was mine, you couldn't tell me what to do with mine. Okay, I'm gonna do what I want to. And basically, that's what Jerry's doing. You can't tell him what to do.
yeah. And
If
that's
you
that,
tell
that's
Jerry to stop, he gonna keep going. He's like a kid. He tell me, you better stop doing it. You better stop doing it. And he's just been burned for the last 27 years or
yeah.
so.
And that's the problem because somebody basically challenged him, which was
Hmm.
Jimmy Johnson. We haven't seen that since, and that's why we are where we are today. But hopefully that changes this year. Hopefully this changes this year to where Dak takes this team on his back, and sometime if it's a duck, call it a duck. Don't continue to say, "Well, we just got to try." No, damn it, we didn't play worth crap. Say it, say it.
I do.
Just say it. That's all I want to hear, Dak.
Mhm.
Well, it's on me, starts with me, and we're gonna go back to practice. We're gonna come out better next week. The hell, our defense played like crap. Our running back fumbling too much. Sometimes you got to, but
Yeah.
you could continue to be delusional and say no until you stare that man in the mirror and say we got issues. Well, that's the only way you're gonna fix it.
It's okay to call people out in the media. It's okay. You the head coach. What they gonna do? Quit?
What are they? Yeah, quit.
They're gonna quit.
Exactly. Exactly. But again, I just don't think that's in their manual to even speak out of line like that. But here's a question, and let's talk about this real quick, Chris.
All right, go ahead.
How you guys feel about quarterback 15, Will Greer?
I don't feel nothing about it. Will didn't impress me not one bit. And the reason why he didn't, I was more, and I don't think DeLucci can play ball at all. I was more excited to see DeLucci on the field. Will, when he was out there, it was just like there was no change between him and Cooper Rush. It was the same performance, okay, the same everything there. The offense did the exact same thing.
Mm-hmm.
I'm trying to evaluate properly and don't what's the word I'm looking for? Not overreact, okay? But the whole thing is, man, our backup quarterback situation has been garbage for a while, okay? The last one that we truly had was Andy Dalton, and then Andy got out there, and then he got hurt, and it was terrible. But at least you knew he was a valuable quarterback that he can actually get out there and win some games. The Dallas Cowboys and their backup quarterback situation has been like this for the last 10 years. So I don't know what our answer would be because the Cowboys won't spend. They only spent money one time on a backup quarterback, and that was Andy Dalton. Other than Andy Dalton, man, they just figured they could spend their money better elsewhere and just banking on Dak not getting hurt or banking on Tony Romo not getting hurt. You know, these are professional athletes, man. Eventually they get hurt, and it happens. But I don't understand why they won't focus on certain things. Okay, backup quarterback, swing tackle, and wide receiver at this point. So those three positions, man, the Cowboys front office, the GM has failed. I mean, that's the only thing
Yeah.
you can say. I
Yeah.
mean, they failed.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. Yeah, they have, and I think somebody had to be half crazy not to know that we have. Um, my opinion on these backup quarterbacks. I think Brad Sham said it once. Oh no, I think they probably Brad Sham. One of the announcers was saying that neither one is really actually pulling away from the other to show that they deserve
to be
the
there,
the,
yeah,
the second quarterback. But again, what are we getting from Cooper Rush? I mean, looking
nothing,
at looking at
nothing.
these stats, man. You know who's the hottest guy right now?
Probably
Will,
Delucci.
yeah, Will Greer and Danucci. They are the hottest two guys. Rush is not. He hasn't put us in position to score. All three preseason, he hasn't thrown a touchdown pass. Not one.
Nope.
Not one. Danucci and Will Greer are the two that's basically. I'm not saying that they're a good quarterback, but really and truly, Chris, I look at those two guys. I say they're active. They're always active. I'm not saying that they can get up to the hump now. I don't think they could. I don't really think they either can be a backup quarterback. But if you have to choose out of the three, personally, I'm saying Cooper Rush. You again, we're holding on to that one game that people
It's
say
the
that he won.
it's the devil you know.
Yeah,
That's what it is.
and they're saying, no, well, we know what. No, we don't know what uh, Cooper Rush can do.
Mm-hmm.
But if I had to choose, it would have to. I would probably send Cooper Rush packing. I'm just saying.
You
You have
would?
3 games.
You,
Yeah,
you
I think
you would?
I would.
I think that
Neither.
would be hard for me. The reason why is because I have seen an actual game action with the ones. Okay. Maybe I remember I said a couple of weeks ago. I said maybe he's just a big game player. Once he gets under the lights and under the pressure, he plays better. Like he did in Minnesota. I said, but at these preseason games, he didn't show a thing, man. I was so bored watching him play, man. I was just like, come on, bro. I said, give me something. Show me
Yeah,
something. Yo,
yeah.
did you know the dude? He ain't throw the ball deep. Everything is 5 yard dump offs, maybe a 10 yard out, maybe a slant across the middle, but no, it was nothing downfield. Matter of fact, in the game, you may have not seen it, but it was in the first quarter. Uh, Turpin made a beautiful move, okay, to get open in the flats, okay, and dude, he missed him. He was so wide open, G. He was so wide
Who is
open, and
this?
I was
Cooper Rush?
Cooper Rush missed him.
I'm
He
telling you,
was
man.
Armando. You remember that play when
Yeah.
Turpin had the little out to the flag and
Yeah.
was wide open, and Turpin jumping up like, dude, how did you miss me?
Yep.
And that right there, it kind of perturbed me. I was like, bro, you can't miss wide open receivers
No,
in the NFL. You
no.
can't miss them. Those are automatic points, bro.
And
Automatic.
again, well, go ahead, Mondo.
No, yeah. We that's what we talk about. We can't leave those points on the board. But that play that you're talking about, I saw it wide open, Turpin, and he knew it too. Nothing.
And that one of the announcers I was riding home listening to on the radio, and I think one of the announcers, commentators said, because Turpin is not a real big guy, you got to put that ball in front of him and make him run to the ball, and he would. So again, that's why I'll say when we're looking at these three quarterbacks, man, Cooper Rush, what have you done for me lately? At least we getting some excitement out of Will Greer just to see him running around like he's crazy and watching Ben DiNucci throw his side on him. But DiNucci have thrown consecutive touchdown passes last 2 weeks.
Yeah.
Or
Yeah,
all
but
3 weeks. Was it 3 weeks?
yeah, but it was versus the junior varsity second string.
And that's what he's supposed to do. And
Yeah.
like you say, Chris, what if one of these guys ran with the Warrens? I'm not saying really and truly, like I say, all three of them, I really don't think neither one of them are a a good fit for as a backup quarterback. I think there's somebody else out there that we could go probably get. But if we have to choose between the three, I don't think it would be Cooper Rush. Cooper Rush hadn't done anything in three preseason games, not one touchdown pass, a bunch of 3-and-outs.
I like Greer. I like his style. You get those flashes, and I think him putting him with the ones would kind of tell us, okay, we'll see a little bit different play, but from what I see, they're more comfortable with Greer, at the understanding. So you know that would be my backup. But Cooper Rush, Ben DiNucci, Ben DiNucci, he's had a couple games where it's okay, he shows the new, but it's just the inconsistency, you know.
So, okay, Armando. So, if you had to, okay, so they're gonna probably keep three quarterbacks. If they were to keep three quarterbacks, which of the two backups are you going to keep?
What am I keeping?
Yeah,
Greer and Rush. I'm going with Greer and Rush. Sorry Ben, but yeah, like you say, it's what have you done for me lately? And I think that goes more towards Ben DiNucci because Ben DiNucci's been there for a minute, but I think that he has a lot of friends. He knows a lot of people there, in the
he gets special treatment.
yeah.
Ben
Like
DiNucci and
Isaac
Noah
Alacon.
Ben DiNucci and Noah Brown. You can't get rid of
No. So, Chris, with that being said, so who are you taking as your two? If we were to keep three backups, which other two backups would you keep?
Oh, this is simple. It's Rush and Greer. DiNucci, man, I know why they kept him, man, just because they saw potential because they kind of remind him of a young, wild Romo. Okay.
Yeah.
But he still don't just have it yet. And I think that's the type of kid, man, you want to play in the USFL. You want him to play in the USFL. You want him to maybe go to Canada. You may want him to go to the arena football. I think the more snaps DiNucci will get, he'll get better. But right now, when you're a third string quarterback or fourth string quarterback, you don't get no reps. You don't get no reps, bro. The one get 85% of the reps. The two get 15. The three just sitting there, man. He's basically scout team quarterback. We all know that. He know the opponent's plays better than he know their own. So it's I don't even know why the Cowboys even keep three quarterbacks. Most teams only keep two, and then have an emergency like a running back or run Wildcats or something like that.
Right.
To me, it's a wasted spot on my 53 having three quarterbacks. I mean, Gary, think about it. I mean, wouldn't you rather have another offensive lineman available,
of course,
another defensive lineman available, than a third string quarterback?
But then we go to the season that got hurt. You remember Dalton got hurt right the next game against Washington. He got knocked out, and then we had to
knocked the F out.
That's when we see. Well, I think that was our first Ben DiNucci sighting.
Yeah, because he played the next week in Philadelphia with the side on joint. He was doing this.
You know.
So look at here, guys. Let me let y'all in on a little something. And I got the stats from the last three games. Ben DiNucci is the guy. So against Seattle, Cooper Rush was 2 for 5 for 20 yards.
Okay.
Will Griffith was 12 for 22 for 88 yards, 2 TDs. Ben DiNucci was 5 of 9, 65 yards, and a TD. Okay, hold on. Hold on. Let's go to the Chargers. Now, against the Chargers, our guy, Will Greer, had 6 of 10, 98 yards. Okay. Cooper Rush, 3 for 6, 32 yards. Ben DiNucci, 2 for 2. Okay. Then we come to the third game. Cooper Rush was 12 for 20 for 84 yards. Ben DiNucci was 9 for 16 for 112 yards. So again, neither one of these guys
No.
are backup material. But if we had to choose, I'm going with Will Greer and DiNucci. Because DiNucci had never get in anyway. But
You're
look at
not a
this.
fan. You're not a fan of Cooper, huh?
Nah, what have you done for me lately? But that is what it is. But look at this now. This is something I spoke about on the last video. This team lacks the dog department. We need to bring back the attitude from the Jimmy Johnson days. Players are afraid to fail and lose. Our team doesn't have the fear to lose. And I kind of know what he's saying because our offense. Now the defense is the dog. The defense
Yeah,
is the dog.
exactly.
The defense is the
read my
dog.
mind. You read my mind on that one.
But where is this attitude from our offense? Where is get up in your face, push him down, and smash mouth him? And where is it? I don't get it. Where is that attitude on that offensive side of the ball?
You know, dog mentality come from your leader on offense.
Right.
Who's our leader on offense?
Dak.
Dak was around Jason Garrett too long.
Too long.
He claps a lot.
And
I need him to get upset and like Troy
Not gonna
Aikman used to
happen.
cut. Troy Aikman used to cut your ass out on the sideline. Y'all know plenty of times. He said this shit is bush league. He would get in their ass and they was winning Super Bowls.
Yeah.
You know, just like Tom Brady. Tom Brady, they already say he don't like getting touched. He get touched, he's pissed the f off,
Don't blame
and he's in their butt. I think they'll get a lot more respect if that become that dog. I mean, you can't get it from Zeke. You can't get it from CD, right?
Why can't you get it from why can't you get it from CD? CD, you are the next number 88.
That,
And
it's
all
not.
88s before him.
But it's attitude though. It's
Yeah, I
attitude.
think CD is more of a flasher. Yeah, CD is more of a let me be flashy. Let me
I thought he was a capo the way he was doing that shit.
Yeah,
so
man. So my question is, where are you gonna get that fire from? Where is
and
that fire?
I think like Chris says, it starts from the leader, which is
It gotta
Dak,
be Dak.
and they follow Dak. That's the leader. So it has, and I think Dak has a little bit in it as far as getting him pumped and everything, but we do need to see Dak getting on him, grabbing a face mask. We don't see that no more. You're grabbing a face mask and hey, get on it or what's going on, but we need to see some of that.
Hell, I miss Eric Williams. Eric Williams used to get some nasty shit started, get the team fired up. You know, he used to go and punch somebody and push and start. Big Eric Williams at tackle, man. He was always the shit start. And then the other team, the team followed him, his aggression. And that's when the Cowboys used to point at you, say, "We running right here. Stop it.
Yeah. But see,
We coming right here."
again, that started with Jimmy. Jimmy was no nonsense. He would be dead in your butt if you're not doing what you're supposed to do. Again, when I was at the facility, they continue to jump off sides, continue to illegal motion and things like that. But guess what?
That's
No,
frustrating.
no one was held accountable. No one was held accountable. Just like, okay, run it again. Only one person that was held accountable, TJ Vasher, bless his heart.
He
I
didn't
don't
get
know
on
if
the
he.
field Saturday, did he? Armando,
Yeah,
I didn't even see him on
yeah,
the
he,
field.
I didn't see
he
him.
got on there. He got on there. He got
He
on there.
must. It must have
Yeah,
been a minute left in the game.
yeah. Well,
'Cause
he
I
he he
didn't see
messed
him.
himself up, man. And Wednesday practice or Tuesday practice. Oh my gosh! And this is the last preseason game, so
Did
they
you
like,
guys see? Did you guys see this Isaac Alarcon? I seen him a little bit. I don't know if
He
he
got
played.
hurt. He got
yeah,
hurt
he
in the
got
fourth
hurt
quarter at the end.
Yeah.
his ankle or something.
Yeah, he got
But
hurt.
TJ Vasher, man, before the ball was even snapped, he running down the field.
Oh man.
And guess what they did? Come on. That was it.
What,
The
what
dude
you say?
running down the field and nobody ain't taking off.
What you say? Hey, son,
Hey,
son.
hey,
Hey,
say,
hey,
man,
hey,
they
hey.
still on the line, bro. Hey,
Come here, boy.
yeah,
Go ahead and bring it. Go ahead and bring it in already. You good?
yeah. So
Yeah.
but again, like the deal says, where is the attitude on
Yeah.
this offensive side? Now I'm not worried about that defense. I mean, Ron Curse and Tank Lawrence and
Sam Williams out there. Sam.
yeah. So them guys there,
Sam had a
they
good game. Sam
they
had
gonna
a
get in
good
your
game.
face.
Yeah.
Sam did,
Sam
Yeah.
had a good game.
Yeah. He looked
but
good.
again, we're lacking that on the offensive side of the ball. There's no get in your face and punch him in the mouth, and don't do what Aaron Donald did. You don't do
Yeah.
that.
Don't do all that. Yeah. We don't. We
Not,
don't, we
Oh
don't
my
need all that.
gosh.
not
But
the
we need.
two
We need.
helmets. Not the
Oh
two
my
helmet
gosh.
swing.
Oh.
I just.
Woo.
They said he's nothing's gonna happen because it was a practice, right?
I guess, but boy, I mean, he went in. We had to get him up
Hey,
off of him.
as much money he make now, he ain't gonna miss it.
He ain't
If they do find him, that
Yeah,
hey, he make quarterback money.
for sure.
So
But that
he'll
that's
miss
a
it.
yeah, that's a good question, man. I mean, as far as this offensive side of the ball. But let's go to this real quick, guys. Let's talk about this. Woo, 53-man roster. We got
All
to
right,
cut 27 folks
Was it
come
by
on.
Tuesday?
by
Tuesday.
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 That's a lot of people, man. So if there's one Armando that you had to cut, do you know somebody right off the back that just, it was nice knowing you, but
Oh man. I probably have to go with like either a TJ Vasher or even a Semi for Hoku.
Oh, Sim-
Tell you,
woo!
I think Sammy impressed us for these last three games.
Oh
But
yeah,
besides that, is you know
and
you
it's
know
it's tough, but that's just how tough it's going to be.
yeah, that's how tough it's gonna be. You're gonna
Woo!
lose some people. And you're gonna be like, dang, you know.
What do you think, Chris?
man, I actually like Simi.
Yeah,
You
he's
know,
stepping up this year. He really have been stepping up preseason.
because Simi been doing good on fries. Um, if I had a person who I would cut, just right off the bat, I'm really thinking
Oh, that's tough.
that's a tough question, Gary.
It is.
I
I
mean,
mean,
because you
let's
don't
do this.
know
Watch
you
this. Let me
don't
do this here, guys. Let's do this here. Let
that.
me let me
Hey,
let me pull
I,
this up.
you know the deal. Thank you for bringing that up, boss man. Fat. I agree with you. He got to go. He should have been cut.
I saw the comment after that. I was like, I think Boss Man Fat. Yeah,
Yeah, I mean, because dude, he ain't done nothing. Dude, have you know he's been running with the ones the whole preseason, right? What has he
True.
done, bro? He ain't done nothing.
Another one I just thought of is man, Nashawn Wright just getting burned up
Oh,
out there.
Oh man, Nashawn. Oh my God, I feel sorry for Nashawn.
They kept leaving him out there, and I was like, man, they're just exposing this dude.
well, here
Oh,
we are. Here we are, right here, guys.
I got my number one. I got my number
Uh,
one.
so,
My number one is Tristan Hill.
oh my gosh, no,
I don't know why y'all love him. I hate him. I
he
hate
is,
him.
man. He's balling, man. He is really
I don't,
balling.
I don't hate him as a player. I mean, a person. I hate him as a player for the Cowboys. He's so y'all going off that one preseason game, dude. I'm going off his performance, man. Overall, he gets in too much crap, man, off the field with the coaches and everything.
Who,
He's
Tristan
always
Hill?
in trouble,
Tristan
man.
Hill?
Dude, I. Why do we need three defense? Why do we need three different defensive tackles? Why,
It's a rotation, I would
dude?
think.
Hold on. Neville Gallimore, Adigizua, Bohanna, Watkins got it locked down. I'm telling you, bro. These kids and Ridgeway too. You got to think about Ridgeway. So think
Yeah.
about it, okay? I would cut Tristan, okay?
Ooh,
I would. I just don't like the way he plays. I don't. Tristan
Well,
is my new. He's my new Van Dash.
oh my, I guess.
It's just my opinion. It's my opinion.
Now this. Oh wow, there, if I had to cut someone, we know Boss Man Fat is not gonna get cut. And I'm
Why
just gonna
not?
say, I'm just saying this individual, well, he's still under contract. They would look stupid cutting a man that they got in the second round. They would look really, really stupid for wasting that draft pick that didn't work out in two seasons.
Did we just talk about Eric Fisher, #1 pick overall
Yeah,
out there?
yeah, but they
So
were
I mean,
right.
we look. Hey, my Michigan man, Taco Charlton. He was a #1 pick and was the biggest bust we've had in a long time.
And we kept him for
Okay.
4 years.
So, but we eventually got rid of his ass, Gary.
Yeah.
I mean, it don't matter. I mean, draft picks, some of them don't work out, bro. You just sometimes you
Yeah.
got to cut your losses. I don't give a
Yeah.
damn how I look because he's a second round
Yeah,
pick.
yeah,
If
that's
he
a
just
waste.
if he can't play, there's nothing you can do about it, man. It was
He can't
just
play. He can't play.
he can't
Yeah.
play.
And that's what we said about the Michigan guy, but they can I just don't see them getting rid of Kevin Joseph. But will say if anybody were to get cut in that defensive back, it'd probably be Nashawn Wright. He's been struggling. His stock's been going down, but Israel
Yeah, they're going up.
Mukamu. Yeah,
Pronounce that one more time, Gary.
yeah, no. That's it. Y'all know who I'm talking about. But
Give me that pronunciation one more time. But Israel's a safety. He ain't a corner though. He's a safety.
But he's a DB.
Yeah.
But you got to take some to give some. But I would think Nashawn Wright would probably be one that people that could go. That's probably I'm gonna say 50-50. And because you got to remember, Deron Bland is playing his butt off.
I like that kid, bro. I like that kid.
Deron Bland is really playing his butt
I
off.
like that kid. I like him so much, man. I really do.
Yeah.
He got burnt on one play yesterday, but he had some good plays where he got in that backfield, stopped some runs. I was like, okay.
But Marquise Bell played pretty good too. So I mean, hey man, it's tough, man. And this is the tough part of being a coach, especially a position coach.
Yeah, it is.
Where, you've had these kids and you know your room, you may have 5 or 6 out of your room gotta go. So that's the tough part right there, bro.
Yeah.
It's so tough. But think about it, man. It's a part of football. It's part of the NFL, man. These kids, man, a lot of them know they're gonna get cut.
Yeah.
You really just trying to build your best team. But just because you got cut don't mean you ain't gonna make the practice squad.
Yeah.
So,
Well, you know who I am pulling for?
Who is that?
Who I'm really pulling for, and I don't know, but it's so crowded right now. Devin Harper and Story Jackson. I really would love to see them guys. Those guys can play, man, but it's just too crowded at linebacker right now.
What about that receiver Smith from last night?
Smith, man, oh my gosh. Here he is right here. Where is he at? He's his name is Brandon Smith. Brandon Smith, man, the guy's he makes plays.
Toe tap.
He plays, but he might not make it because of the depth of the.
Yep.
He's not gonna make it. Basher ain't gonna make it. Dennis Houston ain't gonna make it.
You don't think Dennis Houston got to make it?
I think he got a chemistry with Dak. I think that he has a chemistry with Dak that they talk about a lot.
Yeah, he got to make it.
Dude, how many receivers are you gonna keep?
Yeah,
6.
Okay, if you keep 6, that's CD, Torble, Michael Gallup, Noah Brown. I still don't. He need to be cut. I think Simi is gonna make the team. James Washington gonna make the team. Well, they'll be on the pup list. Well, I know James will be on the pup list. So
here
it's
it is.
going it's gonna be.
What about Turpin?
Turpin is definitely gonna make the team. So so that's 7 right there. They not gonna put Michael Gallup on the pup.
No,
because they said
he's coming back.
I said he was gonna play week 1. Look like week 3. Okay.
Yeah, so, week 3 or week 4, he's gonna play.
Yeah, so you can't put him on the pup. So yeah, that's 6, 7 right there.
So 1.
So Vetcher ain't gonna make it.
3.
Smith ain't gonna make
4,
it. Drummond not gonna make it.
5.
Houston is not gonna make it.
Man,
it's between. Yeah, Simi might not make it. Because
I think Simi makes the team.
I really got do. 1, 2, 3.
Simi is a good special team player.
I tell you what, Noah Brown been dropping the ball.
He should be cut.
I
think he know what Jerry Gold is buried.
I think Houston Dennis makes it over Simi.
Do you really?
I do. I'm telling you.
Dennis Houston?
Yeah, I think he makes it over Simi.
I think so too.
We got to bet a pin on that. Let's bet a pin on that.
Yeah, we gotta bet something. We gotta bet
a pin on that. I got my money on Simi.
I got my money on Houston. It's right here on the huddle. And I'm gonna put it out there.
We're gonna bet a hat pin on this one.
We're gonna get a hat pin on this one.
Okay. Yeah. So Chris, you're saying Simi Fehoko over Dennis Houston.
Yes.
And Mondo, you saying Dennis Houston over Simi.
Over Simi Fehoko.
Woo! That's a good one.
What if they both make it? Then we both win?
That's something to think about. But man, it's going to be hard. But again, let's look at this offense. Look at this offense, guys, versus the D. Look how the depth on the defense is. And look at this offense. Look how thin. I mean, what the crap? Are we not even thinking about paying attention to our offense? Look, it's so thin. But look at this defense.
Yep. I think the defense is going to be even harder as far as to who you're going to cut, just because of the names and I heard last night when I was watching the game, I heard one of the commentators talking about, this is where we're watching technique and they're watching everything. So to go through all these defensive guys, it's going to be a tough one right there.
Yeah.
You might have seen some of them had good plays and something, but they're watching everything as far as technique, how you're lining up. So it's going to be a good one.
Yeah, and and I think they're going to have to they can't pull too many from the offensive side of the ball, man. There's not many there.
Yeah.
I mean, they're going to make some cuts there, but man, I mean, there's not much there as far as that front offensive line. If you look at that, I mean, it's I mean,
it's tough.
Oh my gosh. And I don't even know if any of these guys are really at that level of even playing. Outside of our starters, I don't know.
Do you guys think we pick somebody up in this empty week coming up?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we probably have to do something like that.
They ain't got no choice.
We probably have to do something like that.
They literally gonna wait. They're gonna wait till Tuesday once the cuts happen. And they're gonna go from
somebody else.
Yeah. So with that being said, guys, who do y'all think actually just straight up give me 2 players that you just know that they made the team? Outside of our the ones that's been battling. So we can say the quarterback position, the wide receiver position, the running back position.
Yeah.
Because there's been some battles.
You already know for me the first one.
Turpin.
Yeah.
I think just he came in here and he electrified the stadium, and
he did.
You know what Jerry wants. Jerry wants somebody electrifying in that stadium.
Electricity running through the stadium.
Yeah, you guys to. So I think Turpin is one of those clear-cut ones, and man, I don't know.
My other one is Ferguson. I was really happy with this preseason. I was really happy.
Yep.
Okay.
I don't like talking up rookies, until I see them play. Of course, I saw him at Wisconsin, but just the way he played and the Jason Witt moment. Not no, he didn't do the Jason. It was the other kid with the Jason Witt. But
Yeah, that was him the
but
shot.
but Ferguson, he has been blocking well. I pay attention to that, and his route running has been good. He's I noticed him. A lot of times you
Yeah.
don't notice a tight end. I noticed him, so
Yeah.
I noticed him, and hey man, that's all. I just need consistency. But
Yeah.
I like Turpin and I like Ferguson. Right, they just won me over. My third person would be Simi.
Okay. I like
Simi
Simmons.
on
Simmons.
fries.
Yeah, Simmons stepping up.
Hey, I hope,
Simmons on
if
fire.
he does make the team, I hope he flourishes, man. I hope he flourishes. I think he has the opportunity, but we'll see.
So, what do y'all think about Brett Mahar?
What Campbell
Has he
thing?
made?
Hey, that's the
Has
only
he made
option
the
we got.
team? Has he made the team?
Hey,
Yes.
he would have
That's all
made
he.
that. He would have made that 61 if he was straight, because it was long enough.
Yeah,
Yeah.
It was
that's
long enough.
exactly what I
No,
was
it
about
was
to say.
short. It came up
No,
short.
it went to the left.
Okay, you talking about the one
Yes.
yesterday?
Yeah.
Yeah. But
What's
that
up,
other one
Anthony?
he
I see
did.
Anthony jump in the
Hey, what's up, man? But yeah, I think he's got a leg, so I'm excited about that. But you know, we
Yeah.
ain't got nothing else.
Well, the thing I like about Brett is he has been consistent.
Yeah,
He has, and he's look, and I think sometime, and I know we said how he did in 18, but then 19 he dropped off, and 20 whatever. But sometimes you got to step away, and sometimes it comes with maturity. I think years pass, but I'm looking at Brett, and as he's making his kicks, looks. I mean, looks. Like I say, he was consistent. I
yeah,
wasn't holding my breath.
fellas, and I got a question because I didn't I came on a little bit late. Had to deal with something. But how did you guys feel about no starters?
It didn't bother me not one bit.
Right?
I wasn't expecting to see him at all
Yeah,
anyway.
exactly. That's
Yeah.
I wasn't. I had a conversation with shout out Cowboys beats, and I told him, what, I don't think we'll see him. He kind of believed we're gonna see him just to have a dress rehearsal, but I just felt like no, we weren't gonna see them. I think
Man,
they waited for that first week.
dress rehearsals are so in the past now.
Yeah,
It's all based on the organizations. I don't
Yeah,
think the
what they have to
Cowboys
prove.
believe in dress rehearsals no more. Um, I know Kansas City. When they had Mahomes, it was freaking me out. I was just like,
Well,
man, there's no way the best quarterback in the league out there on the field in preseason for me. I couldn't do it. I could.
I think they did that due to the fact they had the new receivers. I think they wanted to build some chemistry, and I think Pat Mahomes is smart enough to get rid of the ball slide or things like that. Same thing with Seattle. Seattle had Drew Lock out there because they had to see what he can do. So, we don't have anything to prove as far as our quarterback and our first team. So no, we don't have to go. But Seattle had to do that.
yeah,
But we did do that with Sam Williams. We wanted to get Sam Williams as many snap as he could get because we're going to be counting on him. So I think that's the reason they kept him out there for so long because we want him to get the reps, get the feel of how this game goes. And, so, but again, we didn't use our starters because we don't have anything to prove. I mean, I'm not upset about that. Really, I'm not. But, you know,
Yeah,
I know some people want to see it.
I agree with you, Anthony. If Dak went down in
right,
preseason, I'd fucking jump off a bridge. I
right.
do.
Yeah,
Mike McCarthy would have got fired instantly.
yeah,
He would.
yeah,
They would have had security walk him out the building.
yeah, for sure. For sure.
Security. Can you
Yeah,
walk his ass back to Wisconsin?
yeah, for
So
sure.
that's why I say, man, when you got franchise people, quarterbacks and stuff like
Yeah.
that, man, if they get hurt in the regular season, there's nothing you can do about that.
There's
But
nothing you can do. The preseason.
meaningless games, just like we sat there, man, and what we was watching college football today. And my wife said, "Hey, baby, is this preseason?" I said, "Hell no. This is the real deal." I said, "Dude, they don't need no preseason. I wish the NFL get rid of it." You know,
Yeah, Yeah,
But
for
hey,
sure.
hey guys, I got a real quick story. Real quick story though. We were watching the Nebraska Northwestern game, right?
I
So
watched
Nebraska was doing what they normally do at the end of the game, right? So when they got the ball back with like a minute left, I said, "Baby, what's going to happen? They're going to pin them down inside the 5 yard line. 5 plays. It's going to be an interception. Game over." She said, "What?" I said, "Baby, we just watch." The punter punted the ball. The ball landed on the 1 yard line. They downed it on the 5. 4 plays later, interception. She said, "How did you know that?" I said, "Baby, I've been watching football for 35 freaking years.
Yeah. Yeah, some
Teams
about
things
it.
you
have
just know.
teams have tendencies.
Yeah.
Okay, so when you see tendencies, you know what's going to happen. You see it. I tell you, I said, baby, this wasn't a prediction. I know it was going to happen.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
and the reason I say that, I don't want the Cowboys to have tendencies. Right now, our tendencies is our damn born wonders, Gary say. he gives us tendency, Gary, because you know how you brought up earlier when it's we need 1 yard, he jump in the shotgun. That's that's
Ah,
becoming that's becoming a
a
tendency.
norm. Yeah.
Okay, a norm. Okay, we don't flip it, we don't change it. And if we see this as just fans, coaches who make $1 million see this too.
That's what they're watching.
That's what they're watching.
Yeah,
That's what they're watching.
yeah.
And now that we're talking about what coaches are watching, let me you guys give me your opinion on what and how you felt about Jalen Tobin in his preseason.
I didn't see enough. I just didn't see enough. Maybe because Rush was in and what's the other kid? Not Danucci.
Will Greer.
Greer.
Yeah.
Greer was in. Maybe he just wasn't in the best situations. I just wish
Armando scratching his head.
I know where Armando's going. I know he's probably going to say he wish he seen more too. I mean,
Exactly. I
go
think
ahead, Armando.
we seen something,
We should have
but
saw something, man. We
but
saw.
I feel like we saw something there, but not what we expected, maybe. But
We was looking for the CD Lamb.
yeah, exactly.
That's what we was
That's
looking
what we
for.
expect. But again, just as Chris said, maybe what it is we didn't have the Dak in there. Maybe his chemistry with Dak is different. So we just gotta, you know, we'll see. But is he on the team? I think he is, just because of the fact that we drafted him. So
Yeah, he on the team.
Yeah, he's
Sorry,
on a team, man. It's
sorry,
just so
Anthony.
now just correct me if I'm wrong. So what I did see the whole time that they was in training camp, Dak was taking all the snap with Dennis Houston, Jalen Tolbert, and CD Lamb. Come game time, it was Cooper Rush throwing the balls to the first, the first unit. So my question is, why didn't the coaches, and I think it's a coach's error, why not say, hey, Dak, you take the snaps with the twos and let Cooper Rush take the snap with the one, so they can build that chemistry. So I'm kind of thinking that had something to do with it, that the balls come out different from different quarterbacks. So Jalen Tobin might be so used to Dak that he's not used to Cooper Rush, and the timing. I saw a few times the timing was off between the two.
yeah, you can tell, right?
So
There's a few throws that were off behind.
yeah,
No, it's just
yeah,
off.
it's so true, and you're right about that. So I don't want to really put it all on Jalen Tolbert, but maybe there was no chemistry between Jalen and Cooper Rush.
Yeah.
And why didn't the coach, Chris? Why wouldn't the coaches say, "Hey, Cooper, you take because you're playing at least 2 days before the game, you take the snaps with the first team." Because again, the whole time Cooper Rush was in there, he could not get us in scoring position. But then when you saw Will McGreer go with the twos and Ben DiNucci go with the threes, there was more connection.
Right.
Did that make sense? I mean, did you
It
see
it,
that?
it, it, it does. But you got to think about it like this too, man. Some receivers hit their first year, Some receivers it take a minute.
No, we don't need that. Hell
I know
no.
we don't.
Hell no.
Look,
We need
hey,
this dude.
Gary,
Marco,
but
hell
Gary,
no.
We need now.
but Gary, we gotta be realistic too.
Amari Cooper, report to the front office, please.
Hey, Amari has transferred schools.
Yes, check it out.
He has transferred schools, bro.
Oh, and I hear what you're saying, Chris. I hear what you're saying, but oh my gosh, that's not what we need right
But
now.
but like I said earlier, man, I just didn't see enough of him, man. I didn't see enough intentionally targeting him. You know, they never did that. And then, like I said, man, when Rush was in, and it's just like, man, he never. Remember, I said he didn't even throw the ball over 5 yards, sometimes 10 yards. So, man, did we? Not one time did we throw the ball downfield the whole damn preseason. I mean, not one. Did we go deep?
But the thing about it, I always say a scared man can't win.
Yep.
That's true.
If Ball Wonder is scared to air that ball out, we're gonna have a long season.
You got to.
Now,
Got to be able to.
you
And
got
then
to.
when you got the weapon now, the Turpinator, the Turpinator, you know, hey man, the kids he can put knock the top off the defense, bro.
Yep.
Hey, to me his worst use if they keep trying to do jet sweeps and shit. I hate that play. First of all, you can get my player hurt on jet sweeps because I don't need no 300-pound lineman or snatching him from behind. You know what I mean on jet sweeps. Yep. I won't like that play he did. That Cooper Rush missed him wide open, you know, looking like he's doing a seam route, and he break that joint off to the flag, and he was wide open. I need deep crossing routes, man, to get CD open in the middle. You know what I mean? I need
like
this.
Deshaun Jackson.
Deshaun Jackson. No, not even Deshaun Jackson. Use him like that. The idiot that was in Tampa Bay. They want to take his shirt off. What's his name?
Brown.
Yeah. Because
Tyreek Hill, use him on the linebackers.
Give him those routes, okay? Always move him around, man. I want to see the kid on the field a lot because think about it. That's gonna open up Zeke's lanes. That's gonna open up Tony Pollard's lane. If you got that other dynamic on the field, you got to worry about this kid going deep all the time.
Yeah.
Okay? So what they gonna do? They got to back up, G. They got to back up.
They got to back up.
You got to back up. So I'm not caring about the rookie right now. Put Turpin on the field more. Put him on. Just don't have him just back there for kicks.
We drafted Jalen Tobin in the third down round.
Sometimes it take a minute. Sometimes it take a minute. Was Cedric Wilson good his first year here? No. Come on, Gary. Answer the truth. Answer it.
Cedric Wilson was never a starter though. He never was a starter.
He's not going to be a starter, right? Hey, if Michael Gallup was healthy, he wouldn't be a starter.
Who?
Tobert.
Who else you gonna put out there?
They'll have two receivers, tight end. You thinking about the 3 receiver package?
They brought Tobert to be a starting receiver, that third receiver. You know, that's the whole thing we've been looking for is the third receiver.
But you found something better.
Okay. KP. Okay, I see what you're saying.
Yeah. You see?
Another wasted draft.
Damn. No, it's not. I don't think it's wasted, but let's be patient with the kid. Yeah. Let's just be patient. That's not about rushing
time. And I think we what Chris is saying is let's use Turpin while we got him. You know, let Tolbert sit down for a little bit, kind of watch the helm. You know.
Let him sit down. Yeah, take notes.
Hey, I need him with an iPad. Like, yes, yes, I see what you're saying. Yes, that's what we need from him right now.
Oh man. Yeah. So and again, I'm not gonna put it all on Jalen Tobin. I just think Cooper Rush again. Because of his reps with the 2s and not with the 1s, I just think that made it hard on. And we might see something different from Jalen Tobin.
But you got to remember this also, though. Mm-hmm. James Washington is coming back too. So when they go 4 wides, he still may not get on the field because I want Turpin and Washington on the field together because they both can knock the top off.
Yeah.
Okay.
And that's fly for sure.
Because when Washington get healthy and when Gallup get healthy, CD is going to be an absolute problem.
Yeah.
So it's gonna be a problem, bro.
They will have to pick their poison for sure.
But we still got to fix that problem over there on the left side.
Right. And that has yet to be seen. So we have to all stay tuned and see how that plays itself out. Cause
same bad time, same bad challenge.
Yes, sir. So y'all already know, man. We all hoping and praying that something happens. Again, I really think that Tyler Smith can step in, but it's gonna be some growing pains. He's gonna have some holding calls because it's a different level, But I think he can probably pull it off, man. So we'll just have to see what happens.
We got 2 weeks, don't we?
Yeah, we got 2 weeks.
Here come that sexy music.
Here we go, man. So, hey, y'all, we appreciate everybody. And do us a favor before you do anything else. Make sure you hit the like button. Take time to hit the like button. It helps us and helps us spread the word. But again, like I say, we appreciate everybody being a part of this. And like we always say, don't nothing come to a sleeper but a dream. So let's make it happen, Dallas Cowboys. Deuces.